Deputy President David Mabuza will open the 9th ANC Northwest Provincial Conference at the Rustenburg Civic Centre today. Over 800 voting delegates from 316 branches will participate in the conference. The provincial leadership says over 300 disputes have been dealt with. Our reporter Tebogo Phakedi is on standby with a report. A very good morning, Tebogo. Thank you for your time this morning. So when can we expect the program to start?
Good morning, and of course, good morning to the viewers. As you have stated there, that the Deputy President David Mabuza is expected to open the Northwest ANC's conference. But I can tell you that just yesterday, the IPC said the conference will start today at 9. This is about an hour ago, but I can attest that the Rustenburg City Hall, located at the Rustenburg Civic Centre, is empty. And if my colleague Tumelo Slamezi can just show you that the City Hall is at this point empty. There are no delegates inside this City Hall. I can just tell you that some of the reasons why this has not started is because just yesterday the delegates were not registering, and of course we were told that they will register before the end of the day. But the information we received thus far is that they only registered just at the early hours of this morning, to be exact around 1 a.m. You would know that there was an urgent court application yesterday where there's a group of aggrieved ANC members who were interdicting the IPC members, interim provincial committee members and interim regional members from participating as voting delegates. And we saw the court granting that application, meaning the court is saying that the IPC members and the IRC members should not participate as voting delegates. Just to give you the numbers there, this is about 52 people in total. You would know that with the IPC is 20 members and 8 from each region. These are 4 regions now. That would mean about 52 people. The court saying they should not participate as the voting delegates. We were told that the reason why the delegates registered early this morning is because perhaps the IPC wanted to see what the court will say as far as the conference is concerned. We understand that at this point only 2 regions, delegates from 2 regions, this is Ngaka Mudiri Mulema and Bojanala, have been able to register, but only 2 remaining regions. This will be Dr. KK, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda region, and of course Dr. Ruth Sehomuzi Mumpati region. The ANC's Ninth Northwest Conference has not started at this point, and we were envisaging to just hear what the IPC will say, as we were told that they will start a media briefing today 9 o'clock, and this has not happened. And at this point, as you were asking, the conference has not started. The delegates are still registering, we understand, at this minute. So for now, nothing is happening. The City Hall, as I was saying, is empty.
All right. So, Tebogo, just to clear this up, as far as the judgment is concerned, the judgment is around which delegates can and cannot vote. It was not to halt the conference in its entirety. Is that correct?
Yes, this is correct. You would know that these aggrieved ANC members are saying that the reason why they do not want interim structures to vote is that they were initially supposed to be in the province just for 9 months, as they allude that that's what had to initially happen. However, they've been with the province for about 9 years. For about 3 years now. You would know that this happened just after the disbandment of the PEC, where we also saw the then former chairperson of the ANC in the province, Super Mahuma Pelo, also had to resign as the premier. That's when, about 3 years ago, the IPC came to the province. So they are saying that their time has elapsed, and just after that judgment yesterday, we heard many of them saying, now this means that even this conference that has been that was prepared by the same IPC is not supposed to happen. That's what they're saying, the words that they were uttering, saying that it means it's the illegal structure that was preparing this conference. However, the judgment does not say the conference cannot go ahead. As I mentioned earlier on, that the delegates are currently registering, and we know that the committee that is preparing this conference is, we are told that currently and behind closed doors having a meeting, and we will hear from the IPC what is the way forward. But we do, as I am emphasizing there, that understand that the court does not say the conference cannot sit. But of course, the interpretation of the judgment may perhaps differ from one person to the other. As you would know, that other members of the ANC want this conference to sit. They've been saying idule, meaning the conference must sit, while those that are aggrieved are saying this is the conference that was planned by what they coin the illegal interim structure. So we will see what happens, but at this point we know that they are preparing to ensure that this conference goes ahead.
So Tebogo, after so many postponements and these legal battles that subsequently followed, talk to us about the importance of this conference and why it should actually sit.
Yes, you would know that the Northwest Province had more than 100 disputes. You would know that many branches were saying that, look, so many people that were on the list were not people that we chose. Now, this meant the disputes literally having to deal with so many disputes. And we know some of the regions had to do a rerun. And we had some of the members even complaining that, look, we do not even trust the legitimacy of those reruns. Now, with the conference having been postponed 3 times already, the ANC members in the province are saying it is important for this conference to sit because we cannot be led by interim structures for so long. That is what they are saying, that the province is deserving to have a PEC committee, a stable committee that will ensure that the needs of the people of the Northwest are addressed. You would know that we cannot run away from politics when we place it just next to administration, to governance. So it is important for many of the people here in the Northwest to see this conference going on, as I've stated there, that it has been postponed 3 times already to ensure that all the disputes are dealt with. However, there are still those who are saying, look, we've been with the interim structure for so long. We want to have at least a concrete PEC structure. Therefore, we need this conference, because they are saying that the center of power is a problem when you have a premier, and of course you have also the IPC. Hence, some were alleging that perhaps that's what caused some conflicts between the IPC and the former Premier Job Mokgoro. Really, the center of power from politics to governance, saying the conference will highlight the possible stability here in the province.
Indeed, Tebogo, and as a scene setter, I'd like for you to perhaps maybe just outline what the stakes are as far as some of the top runners for some of the top positions are, as far as this, as far as the Northwest is concerned.
I can just tell you that here in the Northwest Province, we saw if I can just say for the chairmanship, quite interesting that there's about 6 or even 7 people contesting for this position. We've got the likes of Nono Maloi, who, of course, his team regard as the N12. We've got Motlalepule Khosho from the Dr. RS. We've got Genetswe Mosenugi, who is the former Deputy Secretary General of the ANC Youth League. We've got the likes of Supra Mahuma Pelu. We are told that he might be, he's one of the people that want to run. And really, this conference, as we speak, people asking, is it going to go on? Others saying, we want the conference to sit. As I said, that they saying that they want stability. That is really the anecdotes of these people that are intending to contest, saying we need stability in the province, we need to unite our members, therefore we need to run. It's really quite a hot run, if one can put it that way, that we've got about more than 6 people contesting for for the position of the chairperson of the ANC in the province, and many other highlighting this, assessing this as a sign of democracy, that so many people can run. But of course, you know that even if we can open the box and see those that are nominated, chances are we might get others from the floor saying, I want to stand for this position. So it will be quite interesting to see what happens throughout. It is already 10 o'clock now. They have not started. The two regions have not registered, and we are yet to see what's going to happen. But we were told that Didi Mabuza will be the one opening the conference. When is it going to happen? We do not know, because when we spoke to Pule Mabe yesterday, as our colleague in Tlantla was talking to him, they were saying that they are investigating how they can deal with this, given that the IPC and the IRCs are now expected not to be voting delegates. Quite important for those who will be contesting. Quite a hot race. We will see what happens. We will see who emerges the winner. But if we are going to see them voting today, we do not know. After registrations, of course, there are other processes that might prolong this conference, but we will, of course, be keeping our viewers just updated as far as this conference is concerned. Those are really the details of this conference: delayed registrations, and of course, IPC and IRC interdicted from voting in this conference. And of course, as we speak, empty City Hall here in Rustenburg, as we can only see the colors of the ANC, but no delegates inside this hall.